At some point, I started getting perceived as a grown up. Yeah, it snuck up on me. I remember days on the back of the school bus, making up us wanted to grow up, but now I'm missing the old days. They were so.
In a town so bad, does he know how they connect? So he's waiting by a stream, a swim. Does she know they complement? That is amazing. Make a move, go ask him out. Share the truth, go tell her now. Oh, how amazing, truly updating. Holding hands, butterflies, doing silly things. Well, do they know how great a fit? Still waiting. In a park, the sun glitters on the lake. Well, do they know they're shining too? Still waiting. Make a move, go ask him out. Share the truth, go tell her now. Oh, how amazing, truly updating. In a town so bad, oh yes, he knew, and she did too.
后来应该有。1、2、3、4、5、6，对，6颗。那我还有一颗这个。 對。客滿了啦。這樣。 對啊，吃完付錢，
我也搞不太清楚了。哎，這個。哇，怎麼拉起來這麼短？
can be stubborn, thinking I'm right. I can be late, cause I'm taking my time. I can be driven, ambitious, your best friend, love of your life. I can be selfish, trying to be kinder,